Have you ever looked at a picture of the pyramids and thought, how on earth did humans do that without machines, trucks, or electricity? Today we're going back thousands of years to one of the most fascinating places in history, ancient Egypt. A world of god kings, giant stone pyramids, golden tombs, and a level of power that almost doesn't feel real. Imagine a country where your leader isn't just a politician. People believed he was a god on earth, not blessed by a god, literally a god in human form. That was the pharaoh. Being pharaoh wasn't like being president. It was being the ruler, the head of religion, the top judge, and the person responsible for keeping the universe in balance. Egyptians called that balance Ma'at. Truth, order, harmony. If the Nile flooded too much or not enough, and there was famine, people believed the pharaoh failed the gods. So his job was simple on paper, but huge in reality. Keep the gods happy, keep people fed, keep the country rich, and also prepare for the afterlife. And honestly, they believed the afterlife was the real life. In Egypt, people spent their lives preparing for death. Not in a depressing way, but like getting ready for a big trip. They believed your heart was weighed against a feather after you died. If your heart was heavy with lies and bad actions, you were done. If it was light, you lived forever. So you'd want your body protected, your tomb stocked, and your soul ready. That's where the pyramids come in. The pyramids weren't random piles of rock. They were giant messages carved in stone saying, "A god is buried here." The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Khufu, is over 4,500 years old. It was the tallest building in the world for thousands of years, made of millions of stone blocks, some as heavy as cars and trucks, and it's still standing. And no, it wasn't built by slaves in chains. Evidence shows workers were paid laborers, craftsmen, and farmers who worked when the Nile flooded their fields. They were fed, treated by doctors, and saw it as an honor. Imagine being told, help build something that will outlast everyone. For them, that was powerful. Some pharaohs became legends. Hatshepsut, the queen who ruled as king, proved women could run an empire. Ramses II loved monuments and made sure no one forgot him. Akhenaten tried to change the entire religion to one god. And then there's Tutankhamun, the boy king. He didn't rule long, but when his untouched tomb was discovered in 1922, the world finally saw how Egyptians prepared for eternity. Gold mask, jewelry, beds, chariots, food, like a time capsule waiting 3,000 years. But life in Egypt wasn't just kings and gold. Everyday people lived surprisingly familiar lives. Kids played games, teens cared about looks and crushes, adults worked, baked bread, and complained about taxes. Most people farmed along the Nile. The river was everything. Water, transport, and the reason Egypt could even exist. When it flooded, it left rich soil for crops. No flood meant disaster. So again, everyone looked to the pharaoh. Egypt lasted longer than most civilizations. Thousands of years. Their real power wasn't just armies or stone. It was belief. Belief in their rulers, in order over chaos, and in life after death. Eventually, Egypt weakened. Invasions, bad rulers, new powers rising. But they never truly disappeared. They left ideas in math, writing, medicine, architecture. And honestly, their pyramids still dominate our imagination today. In the end, ancient Egypt is about people trying to answer big questions. What happens after we die? How do we live well? How do we build something that lasts? Their answer was simple: build in stone, write in symbols, and live like the next life matters.